shut down the Warp Prism and everything else, he was really able to steer Trust into an impossible to recover from checkmate position.
Yeah, once those Mutilas came out, he managed to contain Trust in his base, get those Stalkers, force Trust to build those Stalkers, and when you're facing against a lot of lurkers, you need that force base to get that extra gas for those high-tech units, and unfortunately for Trust, they couldn't get that, so...
We're going to go into our next game here, game number 2, Soulkey against Trust here in the SSL. We are on. Let's do this. Bottom left in the red, playing brilliantly in game number 1, Soulkey. And his opponent here in the upper right. Let's see if he can come back from this. Trust.
A lot of male fans out there for Soulkey, a lot of female fans out there for Trust. It's really peculiar to see here Soulkey actually drone scouting in this situation. I think he just wants to stop that expansion from going down and
well,
Trust,
you know, I wonder if he could try to even take the gas here.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing is Protosses pretty commonly do try to take a back base and don't really have a ton they can do. Also, most Zergs don't do this, so because it's out of the meta, it might throw Trust tempo off so much.
Yeah, he built a second gateway seeing this, so I assume he wants to work off that 2 gateways, get a few adepts, and then expand after that. It's a safe option, but it's not the more economically viable option that Trust could have done.
And he does just manage to keep this drone in here. I also wonder if there'd be any merit in taking the gas right now, since you know that he's making those double gates quickly with a later cybernetics core. That makes me think. Another Nexus comes down now.
Looks like he's happy just with that 1 gas right now, so once he adds... Okay,
okay, he tried to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I bet you could mess up a lot of Protosses if you just managed to get that gas.
Definitely with that late Nexus from Trust, because that Nexus is so late, it throws a lot of timings out the window.
Well, yeah, because you can't reclaim your another gas over there and mine as effectively. I think he might have wanted to go around into the dark part of the left side of the map and then come in at a weird angle and try to take the gas. Granted, I think Trust is privy to what's going on. Probably thought, oh, no way, this guy's going to screw me if he gets this. Blocks it out anyways.
So we see Soulkey going for that early speed link, counteract with these adepts at this stage of the game, and looks like this probe's going to join this attack. I'm not sure if he's scouting for a proxy or going for... might be proxy actually, it might be proxy Dark Shrine.
Let's see what happens actually. I mean, it doesn't seem, at least from how Trust is playing so far, he wants to tech into a normal game, which is totally fine, it's his prerogative, but he's coming down now, and he's shading towards the main, or towards the back expansion, excuse me. And he'll do just that. Oh, good job.
Good job there from Trust, taking out 2 drones, but looks like these adepts won't make it out unless these Zerglings catch up. Oh, it looks like those Zerglings are chasing the shades there. So it's actually a proxy robotics facility from what we can see in the production tab. So we might see proxy... Oh, no.
No. Yeah.
It's actually in the main base. So I'm not really sure what that proxy pylon is doing there at the top left. We'll have to see until the observer shows us.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean, it's possible he wants to make a bunch of gates, but he wants to hide all the gates somewhere.
Oh, he's getting that adept upgrade, so I think it'll be proxy gates, actually.
I think so. Well, I guess it wouldn't even be considered proxy, just be like hidden.
Hidden, yeah.
Just like hiding that out here.
Dark Shrine.
What? So. Man, this game is getting weird. Okay, so he goes for the Dark Shrine, but this also has some utility as well. Zerg is not going to be able to scout that. I think it might have even been better if he just made, well, oh god, okay, so there's so many things I want to say here. First of all, if he hides all the gates, Zerg still would go inside the base and be like, okay, well, he doesn't have anything here, right? If he hides a Dark Shrine, there's always a chance that he would not pick up on that immediately. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's harder to calculate that than, let's say, 5 gateways hidden outside. But it's also pretty clear he's doing something with the depths. I think this is pretty smart. Okay, so he's going to go for some kind of a DT attack. Maybe send the Warp Prism out into the main.
He's showing that he has a lot of depth, and he's chronoing that council.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think he might take the Warp Prism and fly into the back base, warp at DTs there while hitting the front with Adepts. Because you'd see the Adepts coming in with the Warp Prism right now and assume he's just going to warp in Adepts everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what he could also do now that I think about it is maybe warp in these Adepts and then just warp in DTs with it too.
Like, I think this DT attack is going to do a really good job.
I think so, yeah.
The Lair's barely just started. There's no Spore Crawlers anywhere for detection. I think Trust is actually he's doing a really nice move here with these DTs.
Okay, so he's got a good amount of time to try to do this damage.
And he lures those army of Soulkey away, so we'll see how much damage these DTs do.
Okay, he's coming in now. And DTs are starting to get shredded to bits. Now, also note, the Adepts cannot really do any ground damage because the Zerg's army is definitely equipped to at least deal with that. And so he's going to come down now and try to do some harass over here.
Like, I think at this point, the best thing Soulkey can do is, like, surround the DT so they don't do that much damage that we see here right here. I was like, oh, that one person gets away.
Oh my God!
God, that is such a rookie mistake for that to happen.
I can't believe that just happened.
And
oh man,
Trust was in a prime position to take this game with this DT harass, but that was an unnecessary loss of that Warp Prism there, and that's really rough.
Well, let's see here. Worker count. Soulkey is actually still up in workers, man.
Yeah, I don't think these DTs did enough damage, and he gave Soulkey enough time to get those Score Crawlers and that Overseer up, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny, right? Like, it actually, I guess the idea behind the strategy as far as deceiving the Zerg worked because he didn't expect the DTs, but then I think the application of that was not effective because he did not kill enough drones and therefore did not get the lead that he needed.
Like, I feel like a more, no offense to Trust, but a more mechanically stronger player could have executed that quite well. Maybe a Hero or a Deer, for example. It seems that Trust might have not, he might practice his build a lot, but couldn't really perfect the mechanics of it. As you said, the idea behind it was really good, but the execution was quite flawed.
But I think it's even just the fact that, like, okay, so you did trick him, but then it doesn't pay for itself. I don't even know if mechanically you can actually get more workers there. I mean, he was actually pretty much on top of the drones the whole time, you know? He's evacuating drones again here. The Lings do come down. Warp Prism still perfectly fine at full health.
Oh, nice pickups there on those Adepts.
Oh my God.
He actually picked up all those Adepts, which is really cool. Only 4 drones go down there for Soulkey, but lost mining time slightly as Soulkey was forced to main out those drones back to his main base. As I think this game is closer than we think it is because Soulkey's only taking that 4th base. Trust's 3rd base came up. It's not really being attacked right now. And I think Soulkey's just content getting those upgrades, getting that range, getting that speed for the Hydralisk as well. And starting to build his ranged army.
Well, Trust is going to try to push out here. I like what we're seeing here from him because he can try to fly in with the Warp Prism and possibly warp in DTs or Adepts, whatever he decides is better, over there while pressuring the front. But actually, okay, I thought he was going to try to attack the bottom center. He might try to just put pressure here on the 3rd base out in the front.
I think it would be nice if he had an observer with his army because he can pick away at the creep tuners, but unfortunately he doesn't have an observer. There's like nice large warp in there.
Oh my God, but I think it's just too disjointed.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Stalkers coming up over here.
I think Trust should move up into the... He loses that Immortal, but he blinks forward. I was going to say, I think he should just move back to the upper ground and take that advantage up there, but looks like he wants to pick away at this army of Soulkey.
Well, I mean, let's see what happens. I think with just Stalkers here, he can't do anything.
No.
You need a technical Zerg army, excuse me, Protoss army, rather. If you're going to take this on. I mean, pure Stalker against something as sophisticated as Roach, Hydra, Ravager, Ling even, it's not going to cut it. You can only really win with mass stalkers if you are severely ahead, at least in this phase of the game. And from here, I think he's just going to get beaten back again. Look at how quickly this takes damage here.
Yeah.
Even if it can blink away, I mean, you're eventually going to run out of map to blink away from on this.
I mean, like as we see in the production tab, Trust is only starting those +1 weapon upgrades, and if he's doing that bulk Stalker army sort of composition, he needs those upgrades on those Stalkers. And Mothership Core goes down there actually, and Soulkey is just counter-attacking here. I'm not really sure if Trust can actually.
Oh my God! Okay, he actually takes out the Warp Prism. That's crazy. There are a few adepts in here, but this is small potatoes, my friend. He will take this out, no problem. And I think even a counterattack over there into the Protoss' expansion could end the game.
Well, you got to remember, Trust used that warp in on those adepts at the main base, and it did not do damage. So I felt that if Soulkey did a counterattack, Trust couldn't have warped in units to defend. So
well, I think that's what we're going to see here, anyways.
We're going to see here a counterattack from Soulkey, and he's nearly maxed out. Actually, he's got that 4th base going quite well, running smoothly, and we'll see how Trust deals with this.
All right, he's firing those artillery shots up here. Corrosive Bile now landing. You can see Trust just in a very defensive position. Zerg nearly maxed out. I mean, he may start just bashing down the entrance right now. And I think that's what we're going to see right here.
Nice broken Wild going behind that wall. Photon overcharge on the pylon goes down, and I think Soulkey is just going to keep rallying a lot of links and any unit he can afford in Trust space, because he knows that he's got Trust by the throat.
Yeah, he's continuing to come up here. We got lurkers in the game as well. I believe this is the beginning of the end, GTR. I don't think there's anything that can be done. The Immortals taking too much damage as they scuffle down the ramp. GG! Soulkey did it. Nicely done. Talk about two guys on a different level.
Yeah, like,
damn.
Today, this game was definitely the most one-sided game of this day's set of matches. Like, it was basically watching like a featherweight MMA fighter fighting against a heavyweight.
Fighting against Tasteless.
Exactly. It's like,
and Tasteless gets his ass beat every time because he's not good at physical activities.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to hear what Soulkey has to say. Remember, Soulkey is on TCN Gaming. It is not a Kesper team, which means it's not part of the Kesper house.
2016 시즌 1 오늘의
let's go ahead and see what Soulkey's thoughts are now that he's moved
김민철
on.
선수 만나보겠습니다.
Our final winner of tonight is Soulkey. Congratulations. Thank you.
오늘 경기 내용은 전체적으로 김민철 선수가 너무 압도하는 모습이었기 때문에 굉장히 감당한 모습이 이해가 가네요. 승리 소감이 어떠신가요?
How do you feel now that you've won?
그냥 상대 의도 파악을 좀 잘한 것 같아가지고 이 경기 때는 살짝 조금 불안하긴 했는데 그래도 쉽게 이긴 것
I think I noticed my opponent's strategies very early
아까
on. And I
경기
think that's
전에
the reason behind why I
인터뷰를
won.
봤는데 좀 본인만 쉽게 좀 진 것 같아서 이번엔 좀 쉽게 이기려고 준비를 많이 하신 것 같은데 어떤 준비를 하셨나요?
오늘
How did you prepare for
제가
today's
준비한
matches?
것들은 제대로 못 보여드린 것 같아요. 그냥 상대가 좀 약간 올인
So I couldn't really show the full
전략적인
strats I had
준비한
prepared.
대로는 잘 못 보여드린 것 같아요.
I might be able to exhibit more of what I've been working out deeper to the rounds.
최성희 선수가 알아도 못 막는 그 공명사도
I'm hoping I'm going to play better in future rounds, better than I did today.
그런 것을 막는 데 있어서 뭐 팁이랄 게 있을까요? 김민철 선수가 제시하는 팁?
그냥 바퀴만 잘 나온다면 타이밍 맞게 잘 나오고
Any tips playing against the Protoss players for those Zergs watching?
쉽게 막을 수가 있거든요.
Yes, you have to have an approach as always,
막는 건 아니고요.
and also have the proper balance of Ravagers.
아니, 저 빌드가 처음에 나왔을 때는 사실 막기가 되게 힘들었는데 점점 이제 파이법이 나오면서 쉽게 막을 수가 있거든요. 상대 의도만 파악을 한다면.
Yeah, anyways, it's pretty hard to play against Protoss players early on. But now that the game's been out for a little while, I feel like I'm starting to map it out and have a better understanding
그
of how
부분이
this
저그대
Protoss
토스에서
magic works.
불러일으킬 만한 어떤 그 양상이 많이 바뀔까요? 저그대 토스가?
요새는 프로토스들이 이제 트리플 지역을 좀 쉽게 먹는 경향이 있거든요.
네.
아무래도 그런 플레이가 이제 조금 제한되긴 하죠.
Protoss can usually acquire their second
조금 더
expansion pretty
괜찮아지는 것
easily
같긴 해요.
nowadays.
그럼 패치가 조금 기다려
But after the patch comes out, I think that'll be
주시겠어요?
a little bit tougher for them.
오늘 하기 전에 패치가 됐으면 좋겠다는 생각을 했는데
네.
뭐
I really wish the patch would come out tonight, actually.
잘할 수 있을 것 같아요.
많은 팬분들이 이제 김민철 선수가 군단의
I think I'm going to be doing even
심장
better when the patch is out.
거의 모든 리그에서 두각을 드러내는 그런 선수였었기 때문에 공허의 유산에 거는 기대가 굉장히 클 거란 말이에요. 앞으로 스타리그에 어떤 각오로 임하실 건가요?
A lot of fans are looking
사실
forward to see
저번에
you
민서한테
perform better.
지고 아 나는 스타리그랑 좀 안 맞나라는 생각을 좀 했어요. 그래서
Anything you want to say to your
좀
fans?
이번에는 어떻게든 이겨야겠다라는 생각을 해서 좀
No, I didn't
다른
really do
모습
that well
좀
in the
보여드릴 수
Starleague.
있게 연습을 하고
last year.
있거든요. 좋은 모습
It's one of my main
보여드리겠습니다.
goals to do better this
네,
year
김민철
and
선수
show better
승리 다시
performance
한번
to all the people who
축하드립니다.
support
김민철
me
선수에게 다시 한번
and
큰
watch my
박수
games.
부탁드립니다.
And that's going to do it for the interview with Soulkey, who is looking pretty sick.
Yeah, I think the storyline of today was that adepts don't win your games if you don't use them properly or you get counteracted by them. We saw it in the first series, Alive versus Myungshik, Alive with those ghosts. Some amazing plays there from him.
That was so fun to cast, man. I think our first two best of threes were definitely the better half of today. But I think overall, all the games are great. Definitely recommend them to your friends. The VODs will be loaded up online shortly here.
As we have the last results from today, Sue beating Innovation, and the last game that we had, Soulkey beating Rust.
Yes. Nicely done.
And they're just fighting for the bracket and stuff right now. But next week, we have the winners bracket. We got Ragnarok against Bjorn. Oh, that'll be good. And Bjorn against Solar. No Protosses though, so we won't be able to see the results of the Adept Nerf. But
it'll be really interesting to cast those games. Again, that'll be Thursday. So don't miss out. Same time, same place. GTR, by the way, great job today.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate you coming down here.
No worries.
On short notice like this.
For sure. I'm really excited for what the future holds with SSL and Pro League with regards to myself.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us here. There will also be GSL on tomorrow, Code
4 best of 5s.
4 best of 5s. I'm going to sound like I have brain damage by that 4th best of 5. That's like probably 5 hours of casting.
Yeah, so if you're going to come to the studio, I suggest bringing sleeping bag because you're going to be there a long time.
Bring some food. Yeah. Actually, I think we might be ordering food again. We get pizza delivered there a lot now. But definitely come check it out. If you can't be there in the studio, you can always check it out online in the usual places. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again here later on in the SSL.
저는 지금까지 이영경이었고요. 시청해주신 여러분 대단히 감사합니다.
Our empathy, but this is just the life I order. One step back and 2 steps forward.